All right, so I'm pretty sure I already did an intro. Hey everybody, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. Like slap my thigh really hard. Hey everybody, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing my first ever makeup Vox box from Influenster. I've mentioned them on this channel before. I have featured some of the products that I got from my Celebrate Mom's Vox box, but I didn't do a full video on that particular box because it wasn't makeup related, and this is a makeup channel. Today I got my first ever makeup Vox box from Influenster. This is the one that they partnered with Beauty Blender for, and it features the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation. So I'm really excited to try out all these products for you guys today. Just a quick disclaimer, everything that I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing was sent to me complimentary by Influencer. I am not part of the Beauty Blender PR list, although if they want to put me on their PR list, that'd be great. But I'm not part of Beauty Blender's PR list. This was all complimentary through Influenster. If you don't know what Influencer is, it is an app that you can download for free on the App Store or the Google Play Store, where you can review your favorite products, read other people's reviews about their favorite products, and if you're lucky, they'll send you a Vox box with complimentary items inside of it for you to review in exchange for your honest opinion on the app or wherever else they ask you to review. I know this one, I'm reviewing it on the app as well as on Sephora.com. Okay, my hair is a mess, but we're just gonna not pay that any mind. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Maybe. Alright, so let's see what Vox box they sent me. Oh boy. Okay. I have a everything's very exciting to me. Every time I make a video, it's exciting. I don't have a life. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation Vox box. This was sent to me by Influenster. We've got our little information card here. So it says, Beauty Blender, score an airbrushed application with the ultimate power couple. For years, the iconic Beauty Blender, the sponge, has made countless foundations look their best. Now, Now, Bounce Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation makes flawless looking skin easier than ever. This full coverage formula quickly blends to an undetectable velveteen matte finish with the skin perfecting edgeless Beauty Blender. So you'll have people complimenting your skin, not your foundation. Okay, so then here we go. Here's what's in the box. Okay, so they said there would be some samples, and there are. So we've got the Beauty Blender Leveler Pore Minimizing Primer Base. Smooth and fill, instantly smooth large pores, fine lines, and uneven texture with this featherweight mattifying primer. High-performance silicones create a velvety canvas and a humidity-proof barrier to lock makeup in place so your look lasts. And this is in light medium. Okay, so I guess their primer comes in shades. Then we've got the original Beauty Blender, which is cool because if you watched I think it was my last video, I said that I've been using here it is right here, my Real Technique sponge because I'm too poor to afford the Real Beauty Blender. I've never had a Real Beauty Blender. So very excited. Thank you, Influencer and Beauty Blender, for sending me an actual Beauty Blender. I'm so excited to use it. Then we've got the Blender Cleanser Solid, which is a solid sponge and brush cleaner. And then we've got the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Foundation. This weightless buildable whipped liquid can be layered from medium to maximum coverage to address both tone and texture. Never dull or greasy, skin gets that pro artist velveteen finish that looks picture perfect in real life and on screen. So it says full coverage, velveteen finish, moisture boosting, hyaluronic acid, antioxidant rich white birch extract. And so they sent me shade Blend 2.20 NO. It's the shade that they sent me. So let's go ahead and skip all the chit chat and dive right into trying all this wonderful stuff out today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my Beauty Blender. And I'm going to start by wetting it. We're going to do exactly what the instructions say. And we're going to be testing out the primer as well. This was originally just going to be me trying out the foundation, but they also sent me the primer. So we're going to try this primer out and see how humidity resistant it is, because it's claiming to hold up against humidity. Okay, so I am going ahead and bouncing the primer into my skin. It said that you could wear this by itself. I had a nice face demon there, and you can see it's already giving it a bit of coverage. But this is supposed to also be resistant to the humidity. And I live in Florida, a very, very humid state. And I do like to walk to pick up my eldest son from school because his school is right across the street. And the line to get in there is crazy if you try to drive. But if you walk across the street, it literally takes less time. So I usually walk to get him from school. So we're going to put this humidity claim to the test today and see how well it does. So to be fair, I have gone ahead and used the whole sample of the primer and made sure that I've got an even coat all over my face, focusing on the areas where I get greasy or sweaty first. And giving myself a little extra coverage there. So like my nose area, basically my T-zone, around my lips, stuff like that. The areas where I get the sweatiest. So I have gone ahead and used my whole primer sample. And like I said, it said you could use this alone. And I am seeing a bit of coverage already. So let's feel. It does feel a little tacky. Not too tacky, but it feels a little tacky, which is nice because I do like a tacky primer to, have something for my foundation to stick to. Here is the bottle, the iconic bottle with the reservoir here that you can use to dab your foundation off of, or you can put it directly on your Beauty Blender, but it's got sort of a Beauty Blender shaped divot, or whatever you want to call that. It's got a Beauty Blender shaped indent where you can just go ahead and stick your blender in, and the button is on top. And then it's got like a little safety lock and unlock here so that you don't accidentally press it while it's in your bag. So let's go ahead and try this out. So first we're going to try to do it where you hold it up here. Okay, and so this is shade 2.0. I'm going to take some from the reservoir now and try it that way. and go in with a second layer of foundation and see if we can get this coverage to build, because it does claim to be a buildable coverage. Okay. I did a second layer. The coverage is there. It's definitely full coverage. This thing is like gigantic and like really red and angry looking right now, and you can barely see it until I like bring you in close. If you don't know it's there, you don't really notice it. This coverage is great. It boasts a full coverage. I'm sorry, it boasts a medium to full buildable coverage, and it really is. That first layer gave me like a nice like medium coverage skin-like effect, and now this second layer is giving me some full coverage vibes without being like cakey or like foundation looking. Like it still looks like skin. All my face stuff went on really good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup off camera so you guys can get more of a full face vibe. I'm like super obsessed with doing this like new thing where I only put like a bright color on the inner corner of my eyes and do like wing liner, and that's it. That's what I went ahead and did real quick. So it's not like too glam on the eyes or anything like that, but it's like just enough, like a nice pop of color. Okay. I forgot to put on blush, but that's okay. I guess technically I could still put on some blush, but like, it's okay. We don't need it. You can get an idea of how the foundation looks more without the blush. I'm very impressed. I had heard really good things about this foundation. I didn't hear much about the primer, but I really liked the primer. As you can see, it covered up most of my texture and filled in most of my pores. You can still see a little bit of texture where my highlighter is at, but for the most part, it gave me like a real even base to put the foundation on. The foundation went on smooth. It matches my skin tone nice. It blended out real easy. It blended well with all my powder stuff that goes on top of it. My setting powder, my all over powder, my bronzing powder, you know, all that stuff, my contour color. I love the Beauty Blender though. Having a real Beauty Blender, wow, like it makes such a difference. You can like literally feel the difference. Like this one's more of like a rubbery sponge. The Beauty Blender is like real soft and like spongy. Like you can see that it's a sponge. You can see all the little pores in it. And I was going to be afraid that that was going to be a problem or it was going to give me like too much texture. But man, this came out like really... Okay, so I just wanted to show you the foundation in natural light real quick. let's talk about the foundation a little more. Now the primer was just a sample, but like I said, I liked the primer a lot. It filled in my pores. It gave me like a real even base. It didn't feel really silicone-y. It didn't feel greasy. It was a lightweight primer, and it was a little bit tacky, so it gave me something for my foundation to stick to, and I really liked that. So we're gonna test the humidity proof claims when I walk to go get my son in a little bit, and I will come back and check back in with you guys about that in a couple of hours here. But the foundation, we're going to talk about the foundation. So overall, I love the way it looks on my skin. I love the way it blended out. I like the way it reacted with all my other products. Usually I get like really bad creasing under my eyes, and like it's not creasing. Like, it looks really nice. This looks really nice, very skin-like, still full coverage. You can see my face even got covered up. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not like too matte or dewy. It said it's gonna be like a velveteen-like finish, and it really was like a velveteen-like finish. So, yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with the way it looks on the skin. I love the component. I think the component is super cute. It's got this like frosted glass, and it's got the foundation name and description on it. It says that you get 1 fluid ounce in here. The top of it is really cool. It's got like a safety lock on it, and then this button that you would press down. Everything on it is like Beauty Blender shaped, which I think is really cute. And then it's got this like reservoir in the front, which is Beauty Blender shaped, and you can either like put your sponge right up against it and put the product on it that way, or if you just press down, it'll automatically put the product right here for you, and you can dab out with your Beauty Blender from there. And then it does of course say Beauty Blender on the front there. So I think the component is really cool. I'm going to check back in with you guys in a couple hours here and let you know how the foundation held up against humidity and sweat and all that good stuff out here in the Florida heat, because it claims to be humidity proof. It's supposed to form a humidity proof barrier. So we're going to see how that holds up. But yeah, I stand. I like this. Love the Beauty Blender. I love my Real Technique sponge, but definitely using the real deal makes a huge difference. It made my face look super airbrushed. My skin looks airbrushed right now. My skin doesn't even look real to me. So I love this. I love the Beauty Blender. Wow, like thanks again to Beauty Blender and to Influencer for sending me this awesome Vox box. It was wonderful. I'm super excited to be a Beauty Blender owner. You guys like have no idea how excited I am about this. Like, I'm super basic, so I'm very excited. Like, this just made my day. Okay, so I'm back. I've been wearing this foundation for about 3 hours now. I went and walked and got my son from school. It rained right before I left my house, so it was extremely humid outside. So we definitely got to test the humidity proof claim of the primer. All in all, I think it looks really good. The foundation still looks good. There's no separation. It hasn't come off anywhere. Even where I was sweating, which was like around my mouth mainly, it didn't come off. It looks really good still. I'm really impressed with this foundation and with the primer as well. So it definitely held up to its claims. It still looks really good, really skin-like. It didn't get like cakey or creasy or anything like that. Yeah, so this is after about 3 hours of wear and braving the Florida heat and the humidity. You want to say hi?
Yeah, hi.
I need your honest opinion really quick.
What?
Don't yell at me. Okay, how does my makeup look? How does my foundation look?
Great.
Okay, so I've been wearing this foundation for about 9 hours now. It still looks really good. Even my baby said that it looked really good. So it must look good because she usually roasts my makeup if it doesn't look good. But yeah, it still looks really good. I don't have any separation still. It hasn't come off anywhere. It still looks really nice. So definitely long wear like it says it is. 12 hours later and we're still looking great. The only separation I've got is on my chin, around my mouth, and around my nose. Really on like the sides of my nose, not even really around my nose. I'm creasing just a little bit under my eyes, but for 12 hours, this looks great still. And I definitely went up against the heat, the humidity, sweat. I cooked. Yeah, I did a lot on this today. So I'd say this is a pretty great primer and foundation. So I'm thoroughly impressed.
Give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below and subscribe to my mommy's channel.
All right.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
My new favorite pastime is trying to get things done while my son is asleep. Because when he wakes up, he likes to scream at me.